turns into a total beast with the press of a button. Before Blackwing, there was V. This single letter refers to Cadillac's high-performance division, often associated with luxury and power. I'm Alex, and this is the 2025 CT5-V Blackwing, and it could be yours. Today, we're not just looking at any car, we're staring into the abyss of automotive excellence. The 2025 CT5-V Blackwing whispers power and screams, "Get out of my way."
When you pop the hood of the Blackwing, you're instantly greeted by a hand-built 6.2-liter supercharged engine deemed the LT4. Right up top sits the 1.7-liter twin-screw Eaton supercharger making 9 pounds of boost, 668 horsepower and 659 pound-foot of torque, which takes this Blackwing from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. We opted for the 10-speed automatic. This gearbox is for those who prefer lightning fast shifts, where every millisecond counts to put all that power down with no room for mistakes. This isn't your grandpa's old Coupe de Ville with cushy boat-like suspension as the only option. The Blackwing has magnetic ride control, allowing the dampers to adjust and adapt in milliseconds, adapting to the road surface and your driving style. It's like witchcraft. It provides both incredible comfort and razor-sharp handling with no sacrifice. 6-piston front calipers with 15.6-inch rotors paired with 4-piston rear calipers with 14.7-inch rotors are standard equipment on the CT5-V Blackwing, with an option to upgrade to Cadillac's carbon ceramic brakes for those seeking even more stopping power and fade resistance in high-performance situations, making you both confident and feeling like your eyeballs are going to pop out of the socket.
When it comes to luxury and performance, the CT5-V is at the very top of the list. Let's go back to the early 2000s with the first generation Cadillac CTS-V. So the CTS-V went on for 3 generations, all of them coming with pushrod V8s from Chevy. The first generation was naturally aspirated. Second generation had a supercharger, it was the LSA. Third generation is where we enter the LT4. Totally different than the LS, while it still keeps that Chevy pushrod V8 heritage. There were other versions of V, such as the XLR-V. It had a Cadillac-specific dual overhead cam supercharged V8.
This XLR-V Roadster, it looks like the coolest and quickest Cadillac yet.
That car didn't live long. It was basically a luxury Corvette with a Cadillac-only engine. Even though the XLR-V did not last very long, I like to think that it did set the tone for what Cadillac and Blackwing is today. Obviously, the CT5-V Blackwing of today takes a lot from Cadillac's racing heritage. Thanks to Pratt Miller, they created the CTS-V race car, which was a full-on sedan that, was caged, had a race engine, a sequential gearbox, and, led Cadillac to plenty of victories. At that point, people knew that it's an extremely capable car that's something special. The lessons learned from Cadillac's racing team directly influenced their production vehicles. Cadillac truly took race on Sunday, sell on Monday to heart. At this point, you're probably wondering where the name Blackwing comes from. Obviously, it's been V for a very long time, and they still hold the V nomenclature. However, Blackwing was originally the name of the CT6-V's engine program, which was a dual overhead cam, 4.2-liter twin turbo V8. That car gave us what we have today with the CT4-V Blackwing as well as the CT5-V Blackwing, which are both very true to the performance sports sedan segment. Fast forward to 2022, we enter the V Series R. This was an endurance car designed by Cadillac, built by Dallara. It had a 5.5-liter dual overhead cam V8, but it was paired with a mild hybrid system. The sound of that engine setup is insane. The way it switches over from its hybrid system in the pits to the 5.5-liter American V8, it's absolutely intoxicating. That's enough about Cadillac's racing history. Let's talk about actually driving the Blackwing. This thing is such a gem. The steering wheel feels great in your hands. It's got the perfect thickness. The seats, although these are not the optional sport bucket seats, these have plenty of bolstering, plus they massage your back while you drive. They're also heated and cooled. 2025 Blackwing, one of the biggest updates on the interior is the 33.3-inch full digital dash and infotainment in one. This thing is an extremely comfortable daily driver, that turns into a total beast with the press of a button. All you have to do is switch the mode from touring to sport and the car totally changes. The MagneRide stiffens up, the steering tightens, the transmission becomes more snappy, and it becomes a race car that you can daily drive. It's extremely comfortable to drive, and it's got room for your whole family. This car is extremely understated. The look of the outside doesn't even scream, I have a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 that'll smoke basically any car on the road. But all of that comes with a hefty price tag. The CT5-V Blackwing starts at $95,000 with all the added options such as the Recaro bucket seats, the carbon fiber package, the optional wheels, the optional ceramic brakes. You're easily gonna hit over 100 grand, well over 100 grand in a car like this. Is that a lot of money? Yes, that's definitely a lot of money, but what you're getting with this thing is one of the last true American sports sedans that allude to the golden age of muscle. It's a hand-built machine with rich American heritage. The Blackwing is an experience, a statement, and a whole lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining us on this deep dive of the Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing. Let us know in the comments what your dream build is, and as always, get entered to win this CT5-V Blackwing or $100,000 in cash at freedomstreetgarage.com.